So did nuns murder your parents? No judgment. I used to dress up and fight bad guys too.
Every aspect of the show required a whole different mind thought. Even the individual characters that were heroes, it was all different because all of them had a different backstory.
I pitched some crazy ideas, and sometimes Damon was like, this is insane and amazing and I love it, and other times he's like, let's pull this character slightly back.
Even though it's a parallel universe, I really wanted to set the clothes in a reality that looks like our reality.
I love the research process. I am looking not only at the history that's in the books, but what are they farming at that time period of the year? What are they eating? What are they drinking? What is the lifestyle that they're living, the demographics? Because in 1941, the spandex stretch that you use on like a superhero costume is not available. So I really wanted to try to stay as authentic to materials, but still needed it to function.
I was fortunate enough to have a background on Angela, where she started from, and she was raised in a part of her life with nuns.
Damon and Sharon were already having conversations before I even got the script. And so when I received the script, there was a letter in the script, and it was like at a certain page, and the letter said, "Don't open this, don't look. Promise, Regina, don't look until you get to this page." So I'm reading and I'm just blown away. And then I get to the note. So I take the note and I can't wait. I'm like opening it up. And there's an artist rendering of the first conversations that Sharon and Damon were having of Sister Night with my face. And I'm like, what? I mean, I just got chills just again, going back to that moment. The conversations were just about movement. How would I be able to move? I love the idea of, instead of a cape, her having a skirt that kind of has the same energy of a cape. But when I would run, took a lot of spills, because once you pick up speed, your feet are going and the back foot would get caught in the skirt. Where Megan came in, she did alterations based on my experience shooting the first episode.
With anything, you learn as you go. So we needed to tweak some things, like we had to tweak the hood and the length of the skirt and just a little bit of the shaping, but overall that silhouette was so strong. There was other characters that were tweaked based on developing the characters throughout the series, the storytelling being altered. But really, for Sister Night and Red Scare and Looking Glass, it was very minimal changes, just little tweaks.
You've changed.
It's really important, I think, to carry on in graphic novel form that the superheroes have pretty much the same costume throughout, because that's how the audience can instantly know who they are without altering it too much.
Don Johnson, who plays our chief of police, he doesn't wear a mask. So we tailored his uniform just to make sure you knew he was proud to be a police officer. And he would walk anywhere with that uniform on, with his face showing.
The idea of the 7th Cavalry, early on I pitched, I wanted a symbol to be represented in the clothing. So I thought, oh, if we just have a little bit of plaid, we will know who they are. But when building different groups, you need them to all flow and mesh together and know that they are part of that group. But I wanted to make sure that there were bold statements in each. So Sharon had done the cops with that Watchmen yellow. So how can we make everyone else not like that?
That was the color that Damon wanted. But the hardest part was to find the yellow that we really liked. That took about 3 to 4 weeks. I didn't want it to go too orange. I didn't want it to go too soft of a yellow. I wanted to be a really strong presence against these navy blue uniforms. And it took another couple of weeks to also get the correct fit of those masks. They needed to look seamless. They needed to look like they were made, you could just go buy it at a police uniform store.
What are you two talking about?
Oh, nothing. Just the end of the world.
I had a phenomenal time working on the series. It was very eye-opening. I was not aware of the Black Wall Street history and the Tulsa riots that occurred in Black Wall Street. So Not knowing that and coming into the project, I feel like so many people that were on the project, including cast, really learned about historical events that happened. So it was really lovely to be able to create the story that was telling something that has happened in history to show the rest of America.
Well, it looks like you got things under control here. Full costume.
Thanks.